Hello guys and welcome to 2015. Actually when I'm recording this it is still 2014, but as I am in Germany at the moment, this is pre-recorded, so I just wanted to wish you all Happy New Year and yeah, welcome to the new year. I hope it will be a blast for all of you. So yes, let's just jump into the house building video here. This time around I have built something that I have wanted to build for a long time, and it is probably one of my favorite styles of houses ever. And what it is a French style chateau. And actually the reason that I built this, I've always liked the French style very much, but when Assassin's Creed Unity actually came out and I played it and walked through all these mansions and really nice houses that is in that game, I just got so inspired that I had to build my own Château, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But I just had to build my own French mansion. So this is what I did here. So this is the actual shape of the house. It is only 2 stories, but this house is massive. I mean, really, and oh my god, it was so much fun to build, and it was so much... I mean, there are so many nice furniture that actually fits so well with this house, and I was overall really happy to see that actually all the furniture that I would have loved to use actually were there. So that is a huge plus from my side to Maxis. Because normally when I build in private and not post it on YouTube, I usually go for this, French old-styled houses because I think it looks really good. Don't get me wrong, I love the modern designs as well very much, but there's just something about these old French English typey houses. But just putting in some chimneys here and trying to make it look good. The third floor windows you actually can see there, the small little windows on top of the roofs. That is not actually a floor that you can go up to. It's decorational entirely. So, yeah, it was just for decorations. And in the end, when you watch the photos of the house when it's done, you can see that it looks absolutely amazing. So just trying to find wallpapers here to go with, and I actually had to look up on YouTube different kinds of styled mansions and wallpapers they actually used for the outside, because the inside wasn't that hard to build. It just took a very long time because the house is so big. But the outside, I actually had to look on YouTube for windows, what kind of windows they used and stuff like that. So it is from a house on YouTube, the window styles and stuff like... not on YouTube, on Google, excuse me. It is a house from Google, with the windows and stuff like that, but the house is entirely designed by me, so no worries there. But I have found these windows, with these, what are they called, wind shutters thingies that you can actually, clap in front of the actual windows. So that is great, and they also just fitted the vibe that I wanted for this. And actually in Assassin's Creed Unity, when you watch play that, there are so many different types of windows in that, and just when you climb on the actual palace of Paris in there, so many different windows. And so it was really, really, it was such a fun time building this. I can stress that enough. So yeah. But just putting in lots of windows here, and again, it's very, very massive house, and so there are tons of bedrooms and bathrooms and living room areas and a huge, huge dining room area, a very, very large kitchen also, and these great big front entrance staircases is also present in this house, because I wanted to stay as much as possible true to what I had seen in Assassin's Creed and what French mansions do look like. So yeah, but just putting in some balconies and patios in the back of the house here, and in the back of the house there will actually be a very, very nice garden, but the front garden is actually my favorite garden that I have built. I think it just looks so good, and I'm so proud of it. But in the backyard there will be a little labyrinth actually. So because in Paris, in Assassin's Creed Unity anyways, there are this little labyrinth in a mission, and I thought that was a really cool idea, so I kind of implemented that. But here you can see the big staircase right at the front entrance, and I think that's such a cool idea. And I just really, really excited about this house, and I think it's such a cool idea to have this huge staircases. I mean, I would have loved to live in that time period. Besides from the murder and noblemen's heads getting chopped off and put on sticks, but yeah. But we're just in here, and for some reason here the lighting engine actually bugged a little bit, so I actually had to go outside of the game, close the game down and then turn it back on again to get the lighting engine to work. But luckily for me, you can actually see me do that because the power of editing. But just putting in tons of lights here. These lights aren't the finishing lights. They're just kind of to help me figure out what the lighting will actually be like in this big house. But I'm kind of starting to make the room placements here, and this will be the kitchen, and we will have a little hallway down to a room and a bathroom. The huge dining room area will be in there, and we will also have rooms in that area of the house and a bathroom. So we have all in all 3 staircases up to the first floor, and on the first floor there is a study as well, a huge study with bookcases and stuff like that. And what else do we have on the 4 bedrooms, I believe, on the first floor. 4 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, I believe, all, and living room areas all over the place. So that is just great. Here I tried to make this kind of big open space so you could look down to the main floor, but that didn't actually work for me. I don't know why the game does that, but you can see over in the corner, when I actually started to remove the flooring, the roofs went inside of the house, and that is probably what happened in the Victorian house that I built. So I hope that is something they can fix, because in The Sims 4 it's all about the rooms, and the game actually forces you to have these rooms you can move around, and when the game doesn't see that room you have built as a room, stuff will just, stuff like roofs will just go into the house, and that is actually really really annoying when you're trying to, you know, place rooms that you would actually want, or, you know, as I did, try to make a, you know, a bit open floor so you could look down to the floor below. um, but yeah, another thing I noticed in these houses I have looked at and in Assassin's Creed, arches all over the place. You know, instead of doors, they have arches all over the place, and also lots of doors. And the wallpapers in this house are actually almost the same everywhere, but just with different colors. You know, because another thing I noticed in Assassin's Creed Unity was that the wallpapers was like, it was so such an interesting wallpaper, and I just thought it looked so good, and kind of, you know, white with these what do you call it, wooden squares in them, and with, you know, golden trimmings on, and it just looks so good. So that's why I chose this wallpaper, because I thought it looked so nice. And another thing I noticed, you know, stone floors all over the place, you know. So I tried to first go with this stone floor, and I didn't actually like how that looked. At first I did, but after looking at it for a little while, I actually changed it to this one. Now this is linoleum, but what the heck, you can't actually tell the difference in the game. It looks like stone floor, so that's why I chose that, and that is absolutely the perfect flooring for this house. So really, really happy about that. Another thing I want to say, you know, the four little windows on the top of the roof there, I actually put little lights in there, so in nighttime it actually looks like those rooms are actually used for something. So that's why I did that. Not that you can actually go up there, it's for decorational purpose only. So yeah, but we are about to get into the kitchen here, and the kitchen, also a very, very bright kitchen, you know, kind of old looking with huge counters, and, you know, I put a fireplace in there because I had in mind that, you know, maybe they would use that fireplace to heat up water or stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I did that. And actually, already back then they had these kitchen islands. So I thought it was appropriate to kind of make this kitchen island and just have, you know, counters and cabinets all over the place. And as you can see, the cabinets here actually don't stick together, but I made it look like they actually do by placing them, you know, really, really close to each other, but just a little bit apart from each other. So you can actually tell the difference once you play the game. But 2 fridges in here, and 2 stovetop oven thingies, and 2 of nearly anything. And these lights, I love these lights, these wall lights, and you will be seeing me use those throughout the whole house, because they are probably the most French light I have ever seen, and they, you know, they just fit the overall vibe of the house. And when you see pictures of old French mansion houses, you see these kind of lights like this all around the you know, the walls. It's not actually, they had a lot of chandeliers in their houses, but wall lights all over the place. So that is great. In here I put these 2 I have lost the word. I put these 2 tables very, very close together, and to kind of make the illusion of one big table, and then, you know, chandeliers and lots of different decorational items on the walls. And you will also see a lot of different you know, tables all around the house filled with decorational items or plants or something like that. And just because, you know, they decorated the hell out of their houses back then. And I love how this dining room turned out. I think it looks so great, and it's just, you know, I don't know actually what to say about it, because it's just, it looks so old, but it is so nice and filled with all these old furniture that The Sims 4 have, and it's just amazing. And you know, I'm keeping with the gold, you know, kind of golden theme of this house, golden and wooden theme, and that just works so well. And as you can see me here putting these kind of half tables up against the walls and just filling them up with, you know, different clutter items and plants and stuff like that that actually fit in here as well. And then these, I know that those are dresses for clothes, but you know, they look nice there, and they fit in. So that is probably something you will see a lot in this house. Just items that fit in, goes there, whether they actually belong there or not, to fill the house out, but also because that's just the way it was, as far as I can tell. So yeah, and here just again lots of plants and furniture. They had so much furniture that time around, and don't get me wrong, this is a house for a wealthy family. I mean, really. And also these kind of candlestick chandeliers, or actually what do you call them? Candlesticks, foot lamp thingies are also all over the place, because they are also amazing and they also fit the house so well. So yeah, as you can see, I actually couldn't find anything on how the bathrooms actually looked at that time. So all the bathrooms in this house actually improvised, and so that is probably something you will see. I don't know if they are actually the correct way that they actually looked at that time, but I did my best to try to kind of imagine what it will look like, and you know, match old things together. So I think it looks good in the end. So yeah, and this is one of the bedrooms. I didn't actually put a master bedroom in this house, because you know, all the bedrooms are amazing and equipped with amazing furniture and stuff like that. So you can choose any bedroom you would like for a master bedroom, because you know, with every bedroom there is almost a living room or a bathroom as close to that bedroom as it could possibly be. So every simple bedroom could be a master bedroom. So that's why I did that. And here we are jumping into the hallway again, but we are just I had some problem with the clips. It actually stopped recording for a little bit, but it's not something that you actually missed. I just finished the bedroom that you saw and just moved on to the front entrance here. I filled the front entrance up with some different kind of stuff here, and just, you know, decorational items, and as you can see, and there will be pictures of it in the end. And I'm really sorry about the, you know, I don't know why it did that. It has never done that before, but it stopped recording for about, I don't know, maybe a 15 minutes or something, you know, real time 15 minutes. But I really didn't do that much in these 15 minutes, because, you know, this video is 600 times the amount of speed that then I actually build it in. So so this video is about half an hour, and times that with 6. That's how long I used on building this house. And I actually came back to it a couple of times, you know, leaving it and coming back to it. So yeah, but here another, bedroom. This could probably be the master bedroom, because it has its own bathroom to the side there, but it doesn't actually have a living room area. But all the bedrooms kind of have these things that they need, and chairs and stuff like that, because as I said before, all the mansions I have looked at, French mansions, furniture all over, chairs all over the place, and like I'm doing here, these side tables all over the place, desks all over the place, lamps, plants, decorational items all over the place, and I actually love that. And I understand why they did that, because it just looks good. So yeah, we have moved up to the study area here, and as we go up the stairs from kind of the kitchen stairs here, we are going up to the where the desk will eventually be. But I'm just putting in some. I didn't actually put that many bookcases in here, because as far as I can see, they didn't actually have, a library sort of type, but they did have bookcases to kind of put their books in. But, there are bookcases in here, but again, I just decorated it to fit this room, and I went with a kind of blue room at first, but I do believe I will be changing it up to be a more red colored room, because I just thought it looked better, and it works a little bit better with the wood that is actually in this room. So we are in the hallway here, and just placing some more of these amazing wall lights all over the first floor as well, and removing the lights that I used for the start of the build. So yeah, and another bedroom here. As you can probably tell, this house is filled with bedrooms and living room areas, and all sorts of stuff. That it's just a massive house, and I've never built this big a house before. The Château house I actually built was a very big house, but this is just so much bigger, in scale, because all the rooms are so big, and it's just so many items that you have to put into the house. But I still had to kind of try to make the house not feel like, the same all over the place. So that was also a challenge, because there is only a certain amount of furniture in here, but I think I made it work, and not, some of the places may feel a little bit the same, but they actually all look the same a little bit. So it shouldn't be the feeling that, oh my god, I've been here before. All the rooms are different in some way, except for the bathrooms, of course. But here at the grand staircase where you came up, I have put another living room area, and you will see me all in these hallways. I will be putting in random chairs and stuff like that, as you can see there, to kind of fill it out, and just because, they did have all these sofas and chairs all over the place. So yeah. And again, lots of different old paintings on the wall. And moving into another bedroom here, I decided to make this a bedroom with single beds instead. Maybe it could be a guest bedroom, your choice, or you could make it into an entire big room. But I decided to make it a big guest room. So yeah. And I just filled it in with dresses, and plants, decorational items again, because I can't express how much I love the furniture here, and absolutely one of my favorite houses I have ever built. I'm so amazed that actually could fill this house up with all these furnitures, but make it look so different. So really, really proud about that. And just, a little study area here as well. This house only have two electronical devices, and there is a tablet on that desk, and there is a tablet on the desk in the big study, and that is it, because I didn't want to ruin the vibe of the house by putting in electronics that didn't actually belong there. So that's why I did that. And another little guest room here with single beds. And yeah, we are about done inside the house, and we will be jumping soon on the outside. As you can see here, very, very big mansion and looks so good. Remember, you can download this house on the gallery, and I will leave a link down in the description below for you to download that if you choose to do that. So yeah, we've moved outside here, and this design was actually, the front garden design was actually a design from many different houses, French houses that I looked at Google, and I kind of took, a little bit of everything and kind of made it my own. Because, I'm probably not the only one that gets inspiration from Google by looking at different kind of houses. So that's why I did that. And the general theme of the outside is blue, and I think it looks so good. These, I'm not actually sure what kind of plant it's supposed to look like, lavender maybe, but I think it looks really, really good. And with that blue bush that you can choose with the big blue flowers on, I think it looks really, really nice when you use move objects and put them really close together and on top of each other and stuff like that. So yeah, and just again putting in more blue plants here, blue. So yeah, and just put these, fountain out to the sides here, where your Sims can go out and enjoy, because it's all about show off, and I'm all for that. I mean, it looks amazing. So just putting in some, trees here to kind of close it out from the outside and just make it a little bit more closed in. And I'm really putting in a lot of different, bushes and stuff like that, because the pictures that I actually looked at on Google, it was all about different kind of shaped plants as far as I can tell. So putting in some bushes between the trees here, and just this big hedge all around the house. And we moved into the backyard here, and I wanted to make this little pavilion here in the backyard for your Sims to actually sit and enjoy the outside of the house. So yeah, I tried to kind of make it look so it matched the surroundings and the house as well. And it's not very big. It's just, I believe I will put a little, table in there with some chairs, and that's really that. But here in the backyard, we will have a labyrinth as well, as I said in the beginning of the video. And just, you could actually do with the backyard as you chose, but I kind of ran out of ideas to, I ran out of ideas to fill the space out with stuff. So I thought a labyrinth was a really, really nice touch, and it just something that I have seen on lots of pictures, that labyrinth was kind of a big thing over there. So that's why I did that. In the labyrinth, there are two different kinds of pools, I believe, that you can actually go into and just I don't know, look at it as with your Sims. So yeah, and I just changed the hedges here because I didn't actually like the hedges when it was done, the labyrinth. I didn't like the hedges that I have built it with, so just kind of quickly change it out and putting in some trees here. And again, going with the blue theme from the front yard to fill it out with lots of different plants here to make it look really, really nice. And the plant that I do believe is lavender, I will be filling in the rest of the space. But here you see me putting in the little table and the chairs here, so just a kind of little, you know, neat area for you to sit with your Sims and enjoy maybe a cup of coffee. But we are nearly about at the end of the build here, and just putting in the finishing touches on the you know, balconies and stuff like that. And here we have the front entrance. It looks so good, and I'm so happy with the way that this house turned out. I really hope you enjoyed it. Look at this really nice dining room. It looks amazing, and it's just, it fits so well. I mean, really, it's just, I'm overall really proud about this house. So that's really all I can say. Different shots of the, you know, the downstairs living room here with in the hallway, and we jump into the very large kitchen. Also really happy about how that turned out. Looks really nice and looks old. So yeah, one of the big bedrooms here as well, and you know, another bathroom. All the bathroom kind of looks the same. The study area on the first floor here, one of the shots, and another shot here from the desk. And as you can see, kind of went with the red theme here. So we're moving into the another bedroom. So yeah, and the grand staircase here, as you can see, filled out with lots of different furniture and stuff like that. So yeah, and the bedroom with the 2 single beds as well, and the other bedroom with 2 single beds. And I do believe we will be jumping into the outside shots here. Look at that, looks absolutely amazing. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, you guys, and happy New Year's. Please leave a like if you like this video, it would help me out a great big deal. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time for another house building video. So yeah, have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. Bye.